Hi, this is Lefty Dad, and I'm going to do a game from PC Replay Baseball from the 1998 playoff teams disc. Here it is. And the first game for these 1998 playoff teams will be the Boston Red Sox at Jacobs Field playing the Cleveland Indians. So we will have Pedro Martinez on the mound for the Red Sox, Charles Nagy for Cleveland. All control Cleveland. So here we go. I have the sound turned off, and the first batter is Nomar Garciaparra. I think I said that right. Garciaparra, Nomar Garciaparra. I just have never said that out loud before, I guess. But I've seen him play live. Okay, Jimmy Williams is the manager of the Boston Red Sox. Nomar hit .323 in 1998, 604 at-bats, and line out to the second baseman. Nagy had kind of a high ERA, 5.22. I have a feeling Pedro Martinez will be a lot better than that. And the next hitter is Reggie Jefferson, DHing for the Red Sox. And he's going to ground out to the first baseman. He had .306 that year. John Valentin, third baseman for the Red Sox. He will bat with 2 outs. That's going to be a strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Mike Hargrove managing the Indians. They had 89 wins that year, and Pedro had 19 wins with a 2.89 ERA and 109 WHIP and 233 innings pitched, 251 strikeouts from the Dominican Republic. Kenny Lofton leads off, 31 years old, and he lines out to the shortstop. This particular game is scheduled for April 14th, 1998. It's set up so you could play an entire season with these playoff teams. And it's very easy. If you just wanted to redo the playoffs, you could create a special season and just do the playoffs like they were historically. Brian Giles is up, and Brian, will Mo be able to get, nope, it's off Mo's glove. Mo may have been playing in, I didn't pay attention if he was if they had him playing in for a bunt. I don't think they did, but now they're playing halfway to try to get the double play with David Justice up, and David, he's going to get a base hit right in the hole between short and third. So now 2 runners are on, 1 out. Here's Manny Ramirez with his 45 home runs, and 26 years old. That's going to be a strikeout. Pedro is tough. You can see, I thought Garciaparra would have been rated a little higher than a 3 there at shortstop. And here's Jim Thome. He is going to hit a short fly out to left. Great pitching by Martinez. Top of the second. Mo Vaughn is up, hit .337 that year, and 40 home runs. The Red Sox won 92 games in 1998, but they came in second to the Yankees. This is going to be a ground out to Omar Vizquel. He's a good shortstop. Great infield. Really a great defensive team here for the Indians, with David Bell over there at second, Travis Fryman at third. Here's Troy O'Leary. He flies out to right field, and Scott Hatteberg. And he's the catcher. He generally always had a high on-base percentage. He walks. No sooner do I say that than he walks. Here's Darren Bragg, the right fielder for the Boston Red Sox. And there are two out. Charles Nagy. He is going to get a base hit right over the first baseman, right to Ramirez. So runners on first and second, two down. Darren Lewis is up, hit 268 with 29 stolen bases. This is going to be a base hit. So Hadenberg will maybe score. We'll look and see what the third base coach says. They're going to hold him up. He's just not fast enough. And Lofton has a good arm. Above average. Mike Benjamin, the second baseman. A lot of really superior hitting on the Boston Red Sox team. And this is going to be a fly out to right. So Nagy wriggles off the hook, as they say. Here's Pedro, but Pedro is infinitely better pitcher than Nagy. I'd have to assess for this particular year. There's a ground out to Valentin. Sandy Alomar. Travis Fryman is up. Got 28 home runs in 1998, and this will be short fly to right. Martinez is just overpowering these guys. David Bell. He grounds out to the shortstop. So we go to the top of the third. 2 hits for each team. Here's Nagy. Let's see who is in the bullpen. This particular season, they give you all the players that were available, so it's not a 25-man roster, but they do have a missed game rule that would take some of these players out, and you could always just deactivate them down to 25 players if you wanted. So really it's infinitely flexible. Nomar is up, and he hits a deep fly to center, but Lofton is there right at the warning track to catch it. Reggie Jefferson is up, and that's going to be a double in the corner. So Nagy is in kind of trouble again. Nagy can face 16 more batters. You see that green circle with the 16 before he has to worry about fatigue. John Valentin is up, and he hits a short fly out to center field. Mo Vaughn. Somebody's got to score in this game. Mo Vaughn grounds out to the shortstop, but not in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still scoreless. Here's Omar Vizquel. 37 stolen bases in 1998. And he is going to walk, and he's going to try to steal, and we'll see how he does. I don't think Hadenberg is all that great at gunning down runners, and Martinez is just average. So here we go. They're going to roll 2 dice and add them up, and we get a 7. So he steals the base. There could be an error. If it's above a 51, it's just barely, because you go. These are all 6-sided dice, so you would go from 46 to 51. So they just, by 1 notch, missed committing an error and putting Vizquel on third. But he's on second with no outs, so Martinez is going to have to bear down. Lofton is up, and Lofton is going to fly out to center. I don't think he's going to move up to third. Now he's got to face Brian Giles. Righty-lefty matchup. They're all left-handers at the top of the order here for Cleveland. That's a strikeout. And now we have David Justice. And David. Wow, there's a tough play for Garcia Parra. We'll see if he can throw him out. He's got to roll anything but a 1 or a 6. Oh, and he rolls a 6. So Justice just beats it out. Just got his foot in there before the ball reached Mo. And now it's Manny Ramirez, and he's going to strike out. So Pedro was in a little trouble there, but got out of it. Still scoreless, top of the fourth. Troy O'Leary. Troy was 6 feet tall, 175, was his weight, and he debuted 5 years earlier in 1993. O'Leary, there's a fly out to center. Here's Hatteberg. He's going to strike. No, I thought it was going to be a strikeout, but it's a fly out. And here is Bragg. He may hit it out of here. If he rolls a 6, no, rolled a 4. And Darren Lewis is up. Darren got a hit the last time he was up. This is going to be a bunt down the line. Fryman is really good. He may get him, and he does. They had to roll 2 dice, and they both had to be higher than his range rating, which is a 2, which is above average. So, pitching duel, Martinez faces Tomei, and that's going to be a strikeout. So, in 4 innings, Pedro has struck out 4. Sandy Alomar is going to strike out. Now he struck out 5. And here's Fryman. Fryman, tough ground ball to Benjamin, and it's off his glove. It's a base hit. They scored a base hit. David Bell. Boy, Cleveland is hanging tough, but that's a sharp grounder to Nomar, and that ends the 4th inning. Top of the 5th. Mike Benjamin, bottom of the order, number 9 hitter, flew out to right last time, deep fly to right this time, right up against the fence. Ramirez is there to make the catch. Garcia Parra, he is 0 for 2, and he's going to be 0 for 3. Grounds it to Fryman, who throws him out at first. 2 down, Reggie Jefferson. Reggie, he's a switch hitter, and throws left 6-4 from Tallahassee. And this could be an error on Fryman. We'll see how he's rated. He's rated about average, and the roll is a 12. They don't count that blue die except for special additional qualifiers. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Vizquel. He walked last time, and he's going to strike out this time. So there are 6 strikeouts and 1 walk for Pedro. Pedro, 26 years old, really in his prime. That's going to be a fly out to center for Lofton. He's 0 for 3 now. Brian Giles has one of the 4 hits for Cleveland, and this is going to be a line out. Pedro is just too good. If it would have been down here 3, it would have been a double. Even a 2 would have been a double because it would have added up to 34, but he's got too many 1s up there. The smaller the number, the better for the defensive player. Valentin is up. This is going to be a tough play for Vizquel, but he is so good that most shortstops wouldn't have been able to make that play. Move on. I think this game is probably going to be decided by a home run. But this is going to be a tough play for Vizquel, and he can barely make it. We'll see if Vaughn can get in there. No, he can't. Ball got there just before he got there. That's how good Vizquel is, and he never makes an error hardly. Troy O'Leary flies out to right field. Okay, bottom of the 6th. David Justice, he's 2 for 2. David strikes out. So that is number 7 for Pedro. Here's Manny Ramirez. He strikes out. That's 8. Tomei. He lines out, but if this would have been a 2 or a 3 in his 3 column, it would have been a double. So Pedro is really having a superior game on the mound. Top of the 7th. It's looking more and more like a home run's going to decide this. Hatteberg. That's going to be a short fly to left. He's 0 for 2. Here's Darren Bragg, and he has 2 hits, half the hits. This is a tough play for Fryman, but he makes it. He's really good infield. for Cleveland. Darren Lewis is up. He's 1 for 2, and this is going to be a foul out to third base. Bottom of the 7th, Sandy Alomar. Sandy hits a sharp grounder to Valentin, who throws him out. Here's Travis Fryman, and that is going to be a ground ball to first. He flips it over to Martinez covering, and Martinez, you can see here, he can face 3 more before we have to see if he gets a boost on his batter face numbers. And Nagy can only face 1 more before he has to do that batter's faced check. Okay, David Bell, 2 down. David Bell against Martinez, and that's going to be a strikeout. Okay, we go to the top of the 8th. We'll see how much longer Nagy can go. And I guess I'm controlling Cleveland, so it'll be something that I'm going to have to deal with. They put in a pinch hitter, Mike Stanley for Benjamin. And Mike, this could be the home run. I think it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a home run for Mike Stanley. Wow, what a great play there to bring in a pinch hitter who knocks it out of the park. Mike Stanley, 34 years old. And now Nagy is not, he's got 7 more batters he can face. He doesn't even get a chance to have an opportunity to face more batters. If he lets a runner on base under any circumstances, he'll go to his B ratings down here, which are his worst ratings. And here's Garcia Parra, and that's going to be a ground ball. So there's 1 down. Here's Jefferson, who is 1 for 3, and he's going to strike out. So poor Nagy, he's given up 1 run, and that could be determining his losing the game. Here's Valentin. He strikes out. So Nagy, after that home run, and strong, and Lemke, they're putting Lemke in to second base to replace Benjamin. He could still face 4 more hitters, and so he could get a complete game out of this. Okay, here's Martinez against Vizquel. I'm going to have Vizquel try to bunt for a base hit. Nobody's playing in. If it goes to an infielder, no, it goes to Martinez. He's pretty good, and he's out at first. So it's kind of a bad idea. It's usually in this game a bad idea to bunt for a hit. They'll bunt automatically, and they have a much better chance. Here's Kenny Lofton. Kenny is going to walk. He walks. Okay, and he's got 54 stolen bases. And now this boost check just happened that I've been talking about for Martinez, and his complete game rating, you look up this number 4 here, the computer rolls a 6-sided die, and it would have to be higher than a 4, a 5, or a 6. It was only a 2, so he is going to be in the same boat as Nagy. He can face 7 more hitters, but if anybody gets on. Now we have 1 out. We have Giles up. Giles, looking at his card, he doesn't have any ones here. He has 135. He has a 45 here. Those are double play kind of numbers. But I think he's an average bunter. I don't think it's a righty-lefty matchup. We'll let him hit it. Well, maybe we'll try a hit and run. Okay, hit and run. There's a 10. That's a strikeout. He's going to get thrown out probably. Oh, no. Okay, he struck out on the hit and run, but Lofton was able to get down to second. So here we go. We've got bottom of the 8th. Martinez is getting near the end of his time on the mound, and David Justice is up. Okay, David is 2 for 3. This could be an error on Garcia Parra, but he hardly ever makes an error. Well, no, this is he's average, so there could be an error here. There is an error. Too bad he didn't throw it away, throw it into the dugout. But we have runners on first and third. They didn't count that as, I guess you have to have a base hit or a walk to make him go to his B ratings. His B ratings are better than most pitchers' A ratings. Now we've got Manny. We'll see what Manny can do. Manny is the number 4 hitter. Had a great season. He just needs to get a base hit, but he hit 45 home runs. He can hit it out of any ballpark, but not this time. It's a sharp grounder to Garcia Parra. Throws him out. Okay. Nagy, we'll see how long he can last. Might be better to bring in a left-hander. We've got all these left-handed hitters. Ossenmacher. Let's bring in Ossenmacher. He's really good. And he's left-handed. Move on. Lefty-lefty matchup. If I'd have left Nagy in there, that would have base hit. But instead, you can see down here, versus right-hand pitcher single, versus left-hand pitcher leaping catch by the second baseman. Okay, so that was good. Here's another lefty, O'Leary. He's going to hit a sharp grounder to Fryman, who throws him out. And here's Hatteberg. Left-handed, they're all left-handers. That's going to be well, we'll see here. It's a 50-50 chance, I'd say. I got a base hit. But here's Bragg, and Bragg is also left-handed. At the plate, Bragg. And again, if I had a Nagy or a right-hander in there, and Ossenmacher even went to his B ratings. I didn't know that because he couldn't really face many hitters. But if he had been right-handed, it would have been a single. So we lucked out. Now we get to the bottom of the 9th, and we're in the lower half of the batting order. But here is Tomei. Tomei could tie this up with one swing, but he gets a base hit to left, right over the shortstop. Now, let's see if we can get somebody fast. How about Joey Cora? Joey Cora. We'll have him come in and run. We're going to change this from normal base running to go for it base running. Alomar he's a double play machine, but he's really good at bunting the runner over. So we'll have him bunt, and it's bunted to Martinez, who's a good fielder. Oh, he fouled off the pitch. So now this lowers him to a 2 bunter, but that's still above average, so we'll still try. And now they bunted it to Mo Vaughn, who's not playing in. He was holding the runner on. Maybe we'll get a hit or an error. Yeah, it could be a hit. Alomar's not really fast. You need to be fast. If he rolls a 1 or a 2, he'll run this out. It's a 3. Okay. And we have 1 out. Travis Fryman is up. 287. Do we have somebody who could pinch hit for him? We have Enrique Wilson. Yeah, let's have Enrique Wilson pinch hit. That's a lefty-righty matchup. And he hit 322. Martinez is almost out. He's down to, at the most, he can face 2 more hitters. Okay, here's Enrique. This is a tough play for Lemke. It's off his glove, and I think Cora's going to be able to score. So they tie it up. And that will be all for Pedro. They bring in. Is that oil can? I don't know if that's oil can or not. Could be. But anyway, it's Tom Gordon. So things have turned. It's been a pitcher to a 1-1 score. That's going to be a strikeout. 2 down. Wilson's fast. Vizquel. This could be a rare play, and it is a rare play. Again, great rare plays here from PC Replay Baseball. It's a full count. It's going to be one of these complicated ones. He breaks for second. Oh, Wilson breaks for second as on a full count as Vizquel takes a close pitch on the outside of the plate, and the home plate umpire's call is strike 3. Now, there's some kind of a random thing. It could have been easily a walk, but exciting. Okay, now I've got to bring in some replacement players. We'll bring in Richie Sexson to play first, and we'll bring in David Bell is playing second, but let's have I don't really have any good. Well, I guess I could keep Enrique here in to play third. He doesn't have a lot of range, but all the other people are really bad in the field, and bad at hitting, actually. We're going to have to bring in a relief pitcher, and we're going to have some right-handed hitters coming up, so we'll bring in Mike Jackson. Mike, that's going to be a sharp grounder to Vizquel. He gets the out. Now here's Lemke, who hit 187 that year, not so great. Oh, Mike Jackson is so good. It's like Pedro almost. And now here's Nomar. Nomar, maybe he'll do something. This is going to be a play where it's a dribbler to the mound. We'll see if Nomar can run it out. He does. Okay, so now Nomar is on first. We're going to start going to these left-handed hitters. Do we have a really good left-handed? We've got Poole, who's not good. We've got Villone, who's not good, and we've got Martin, who's just like astronomically horrible. So we'll have to keep riding this Mike Jackson horse, and that is going to be a ground ball to third. Okay. So Lofton is up, top of the order, bottom of the 10th. Big chance for Cleveland to end this game here with a victory. And Lofton strikes out. Lefty-righty matchup for Brian Giles. Dribbler to the catcher, he's out at first. And now David Justice. He's going to strike out. Okay, we go to the top of the 11th, and Jackson is almost done. He has one more batter he can face. Valentin is up, the number 3 hitter, and he's going to get a base hit. Oh no, because this asterisk was up here, which even makes Jackson better, it turned what normally would be a base hit into a pop out to the first baseman. Mo Vaughn up. Now this BR, B ratings, I guess that's what it stands for, but if he lets a runner on base, he's going to go to his B ratings, but until he does, he'll keep his A ratings, and it's a walk, so there he goes to his B ratings, and now he's at B, so we will replace him with Doug Jones, 40 years old. Mo Vaughn's on first with 1 out. He's slow. We'll see if they bring in a pinch runner. Yeah, they do. Buford is in. He's fast. Okay, here's Leary. He's going to strike out. 2 down. Here's Hattenberg. Hattenberg strikes out. Okay, we go to, now they put Ashley in at first base. Here's Manny. Gordon is almost down to hit, facing his last batter. So Manny, oh, fly out to center. Here's Richie Sexson, who's no slouch with the baseball bat, but he's going to hit a sharp grounder to Nomar. He's out. Okay, here's Sandy. Sandy is going to walk. Now they're going to bring in Jim Corsi. Okay, here is Enrique. I don't really know if let's see, Alomar, we don't have anybody who's that much faster than Alomar, so we'll just let him stay in. Here's Enrique. Enrique, he could hit it out of here. It's got a chance. It's got a slight chance, but not enough. Okay, it's just a base hit, but it's 2 out. We've got a runner on third, and David Bell is up against Jim Corsi, 36 years old. Here it goes. This could be a tough play for Garciaparra. And if Bell can leg this out, the game will be over. He's got to roll anything but a 1 or a 6. Oh, and he rolls a 1. So they just barely got him. I wish they had the review there. It probably could challenge that. Okay, here's Bragg. Bragg walks. 12th inning. And we'll see what Bragg does here. He's going to take off. He steals the base. There may be an error. I don't know. Alomar above average, and he does not throw it into center field. So nobody out, but a runner on second. Lewis is up. He's an average bunter. Will he bunt? Oh, he gets a double to center field. Doug Jones showing his age there, 40 years old. And now here's Lemke. Lemke, they're going to take him out, put in Trot Nixon to pinch hit. Trot is going to fly out to center. 1 down. Garciaparra is up. Jones has almost run out of gas. Garciaparra hits a double to the center field gap, so Boston is coming through here against Doug Jones. And here's Reggie Jefferson. Reggie grounds out. And Doug Jones facing his last batter, but it's a double. So we're going to have to take Jones out. Probably should have taken him out earlier. And let's bring in Shuey, Paul Shuey. Try to get out of this inning. It looks kind of hopeless. We'll see who. Merloni is going to come in and play second base. Corsi is going to stay in. Vizquel is up. Vizquel is going to hit a single to left. So Vizquel gets his first hit. And we're going to change his base running, the strategy to safe, because we're down by 3 in the 9th. Okay, here's Kenny. We just got to get some base runners. Will this be a hit or a single? Most likely it's going to be it's going to be a out or a single. It's a fly out to O'Leary. So there's 1 down. Here's Brian Giles. That's going to be a strikeout. Down to the last out. David Justice. Just want him to get on, but he strikes out. So Corsi came through big, and he didn't get the save. You can look here at the box score, all this good information. There's play-by-play. But anyway, thank you for watching this 1998 playoff disc game. And if you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe. Otherwise, this is Lefty Dad signing off.